Enka yebeto obandi ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no. Enka yanto emfama ono Dr. Brian Champana se omo no na omo nye massive campaign fama no. Nanka in the year 2028 abato no NPP enyi Brian Champon. No, a lot of people are taking this particular issue into another stance that he is doing a tribal politics and he doesn't have a clear message. Member with an in-depth analysis and answer with a short start about what he said. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so I reply now. At the moment, Mahmoud Bawumia, that's Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Echo UK. He went there to meet the NPP delegates in UK, and when he went there, he said something very important. Or say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia says omuni hwe ko mun koma ntum. O de yenko TV video no.
The delegates and the party with such propaganda. Then one such issue that has come up, and I think it's important for all of us to know, is the Mamprusi Kusasi conflict. An aspirant has said that delegates should not vote for me because I am a Mamprusi man, and that we will lose votes in the Kusasi areas and other areas. This is very unfortunate and demonstrates a complete lack of understanding of the situation on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, since 1965, there have been 11 elections in Ghana. Since 1965. And the performance of the MPP in the 6, our tradition, in the 6 Moku zone seats, there are 6 seats in the Moku zone. If you look at it, the performance is as follows. In 1965, our tradition had 0 seats. At that time, I was only 2 years old. I had nothing to do with it. In 1969, we had 2 seats. In 1979, under Victor Usu's leadership, we had 0 seats. In 1996, we had 0 seats in that area. In 2000, we had 1 seat. In 2004, under President Ford, we had 0 seats. 2008, we had 1 seat. 2012, under President Akufo-Addo, we had 0 seats. 2016, we had 2 seats. 2020, we had 1 seat. And 2024, we went back to 0 seats. What all the data is saying is that out of the 6 seats in the NPP, out of the 6 seats, the 11...
Mahmoud Bawumia also answered, say, so I would say no influence, and I say when he led the NPP in 2024, Omunya 0 seater, fine, only problem with that. But per the stats and per the results are NPP Enya in the northern region, no time, and NPP it's gaining a lot of seats, especially we say from 2008, 2012, 2016, and even 2020. It's a similar Dr. Brian Champon Ekano. It is not true, and of course, yes. Since 1992, per the records and per what history is telling us, when they check about 1992, because of say, Mr. Eduboyan, as Honorable Eduboyan, Eka said the NPP intimi and contested into NDC for the encore minimum. I mean, they did not have majority of the seats over there at the northern region. They have 0 seats at the northern region in 1992. In 1996, they came behind to have close to about 2 to 3 seats at the northern region. So we check the call into the 2000. They had close to about 2 seats in our northern region. So over 2004, during Mr. Kufuor and His Excellency John Agyekum Kufuor era, they also had a particular seat. But 2008 election, they lost all the seats. When it comes to 2012, they did not retain their seat. But in 2016, with the help of his wife, Samira Bawumia, a lot of campaign in the northern region. They were able to regain a lot of seats over there at the northern region. So what is Mr. Brian Champon talking about? What I'm trying to say is so we check this per the start now. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia influence in our northern region is very huge. Let's forget about the Mamprusi, Kusasi, Gonja, Kakumba, conflict. He has a great impact as a leader for the national for the New Patriotic Party. It tells you, say, when giving him the nod, that's Onuba Belidi Ediama, the NPP, or the upcoming presidential election, he can turn things around for the NPP. Of course, yes, in 2024 election, the NPP lost all of their seats over the northern region. But then I'm telling the NPP people, say, they should not allow tribal bigotry when it comes to, presidential race. They shouldn't allow such things to come into their political party. Because the moment Omobe allow Amana Bemuno, they will degrade their integrity. The integrity of NPP is not only the accounts. The integrity of the NPP is not only the votarians. The integrity of the NPP is not only the northern region. They have a particular integrity and they have a principle and the background history of the NPP. And the history is the Dankwa Dongbo Buzia tradition. Dankwa Dongbo Buzia tradition and what the NPP. So the Dankwa tradition, and Mr. Edward Ekufuado, that is Ekufuado Papa, Omu tradition, JB Dankwamo, William Ofori Atamo, and even another Dankwa Ekufuado. That is their history. The Buzia is the Buzia people, and I said the Buzia family and the people from the western region, especially from Wenchi and even some part of the Bono. So Buzia tradition, Buzia was the first person from that particular tradition to become a president under the influence and under the New Patriotic Party at that time. The Dongbo was that particular influencer. Anna Ofri Northern Region, Obuama NPP, when it comes to the making the NPP popularity in Northern Region, say area sustainable. It was the Dongbo tradition. And Ayu Mahama comes from that particular tradition. In fact, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia or descended from that particular family called Dongbo family. So we are talking about someone, his impact in northern region makes him a more greater majority of share in the upcoming election in 2028. So we shouldn't allow that tribal politics to set within the political party. They be in some course. What I want to tell Dr. Brian Champon is it was a fair comment. There wasn't any mistake. But people have taken the matter into their own hands and they are saying things a bit tarnishing the image of Mr. Brian Champo. What he said, there was nothing wrong with that. Yes. Or say, per the circumstance, or so say, bia. Some Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Mamprusi Nina, see, 2 about the amana, pen to corner a one who yana a co-influence vote, Swate, and what he said, he said strategically about the kind of vote Omunyaye last election. Now, let me tell you something. In 2016, the NPP had 20,000 votes in the northern region. They had 20,000 votes in the northern region. But then in 2024, the total number of votes at the NPP in the northern region dropped from 20,000 to 16,000. From 20,000 to 16,000. It tells you that the NPP vote number of votes in the drop per 4,000. So you see no quantity on one person pedigree and I say or the no person projection. He's far right. He is far right about that particular as I'm not kind of. But then people are saying, say, so Kasadia, it has turned out to be a tribal politics within the NPP. Of course, I support it, and I don't want this kind of message, to turn out to be, say, is it a tribal politics? There shouldn't be any tribal politics within the NPP. Obia Engo Street, on Kanasem, not only in Nkomo, because Dr. Barry Champon has become controversial, kakra, in a quiet moment, because it was him that he said he has financed the NPP more than any other person within the political party. And I thought that he was throwing shots at Honorable Kennedy Japan. Yeah. So my Honorable Kennedy Japan so far, the number of donations, the number of things that why them at the New Patriotic Party since 1992. Because Honorable Kennedy Japan has made us be aware. So when it comes to donations, when it comes to say OBA facilitating something good for the NPP as a political party, no one does it better than Ono Kennedy Japan. Even Dr. Brian Champon doesn't come close. So that shot, that controversial fact now, Mr. Brain Champon at the bar bunting, I thought it was he was throwing a shot at Honorable Kennedy Japan. Or throw a shot at Kennedy Japan, and then he has also thrown a big shot at Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. It tells you that currently as you speak, he's been a controversial man, and he's been someone who say the presidential race no more kono. The two biggest people or ultimate influence vote is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Kennedy Japan. So he is playing mind games. He is giving the NPP mind games. He wants to cement himself within Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Honorable Kennedy Japan. He wants to announce his presence. He wants these controversies to make his popular demands within the NPP political party. That makes him a dangerous man within this particular contest. It tells you, say, tactically, the guy is doing something right. Yes, with the as if yes force kakra. Tactically, the guy is doing something right with his own team. But I think say the statements no make it wasn't right, and to me it wasn't good. And say Yanshe Anka Huasema, a bit more create unnecessary tension, a bit more create unnecessary things within the NPP as a political party. And that's what I'm coming to talk about. Now, within that same NPP, now Honorable Kwabena Ejapon had also picked his nomination forms. Abratepa, yes, Honorable Kwabena Ejapon, and so I picked Makari said Papawe in 2008. The biggest number of presidential flag bearership races here within our country. The NPP did that history in 2008. He was part of them. And also picking the nomination forms no. Waka in Sembi Ewo Honum. And I want you to listen to what he said. Not me ba me wa asemi person me kan Ewo Honum, because he said something very important. And I think said this man Ewo soft hard the man Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Leadership opportunities to only a wealthy few is truly repugnant. The path ahead for us is to go out and choose leaders who have integrity, who have character, who have empathy, and who have emotional intelligence, worthy of leading a great tradition such as ours. Let us all forge ahead with renewed energy to rebuild, rejuvenate, regenerate our base in unity and with hope. God bless our homeland Ghana and our beloved MPP, Eshi Radu 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 Radu. And competent patrons, thereby virtually handing leadership opportunities to only a wealthy few is truly repugnant. The path ahead for us is to go out and choose leaders who have integrity, who have character, who have empathy, and who have emotional intelligence, worthy of leading a great tradition such as ours. Let us all forge ahead with renewed energy to rebuild, rejuvenate, regenerate our base in unity and with hope. God bless our homeland Ghana and our beloved MPP, Eshi Radu 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 Radu. And competent patrons, thereby virtually handing leadership opportunities to only a wealthy few is truly repugnant. The path ahead for us is to go out and choose leaders who have integrity, who have character, who have empathy, and who have emotional intelligence, worthy of leading a great tradition such as ours. Let us all forge ahead with renewed energy.
The aspirants for the NPP presidential race, but he said something very important. Or say they should vote for someone or integrity, someone or mentally tough, that he can rescue the NPP from the NDC. That's what I'm looking at. but also threw a shot at Dr. Brian Champon. Said we shouldn't allow ethnic politics to have a certain way in the NPP. That is a basic fact. So he is rather supporting what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said when he went to UK. And in a way, he is also throwing a big jab at Dr. Brian Champon, because Makacho said, when it comes to campaign, this man is good at it. Yes, man now would say in Siciliano. Dr. Kwabena Agyapong, he is very good at it. Engineer by profession, communication by expert. Mameka history Kakrabin Shaw. When President Jonathan Kufuor was in the administration, Papa Way was the personal assistant for Kufuor, and then he was also the spokesperson for President Kufuor. He resigned at the time now or corporate the presidential ambition in 2008, and then he went in there to do that particular thing for Dr. Kwabena Agyapong. What I'm trying to say is say, so we'll check NPP currently as a speaker. Dr. Kwabena Agyapong has worked for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia before. That was last year, 2024 election. He was the campaign manager for Mahmoud Bawumia. He was the campaign manager for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So definitely, so Biba Bonten be attacking Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia indirectly. Definitely, I'm actually having Dr. Kwabena Agyapong in any moment. He will come out to defend Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia because he was his campaign manager last year. And it could be. So Kwabena Agyapong is trying to be in the presidential race just to distract others' vote. And you see the tactics. A bit may influence the vote of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Because, look. Honorable Kwabena Agyapong is an Akan, Oya Santini. Dr. Brian Champon, Akan, of the eastern part. What I say? So when you have Kwabena Agyapong, Oya Santini, when it comes to the vote from the southern part, Honorable Kwabena Agyapong, Dr. Brian Champon, and even Ono Kwabena Agyapong. Kwabena Agyapong can easily strike between Kwabena Agyapong and then Dr. Brian Champon. So, or take majority, vote within
regenerate our base in unity and with hope.
He's good to go. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will only concentrate from the voter every northern part and the central part of our country, Ghana. So it tells you, say, he is doing something right. And then he wants to play also another mind games over here between Kwabena Agyapong and then Dr. Brian Champon. And he has said, say, what he wants the NPP to do as going forward is the unity. Makacho said, prior honor. So, Kabuma emu. And that is the factor. Emwa the NPP. But Cecilia Meno Kase, when you go to the headquarters of NPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is there. Yeah, we're picking nomination forms. Massive campaign turnout, massive turnout, massive delegate turnout at the NPP. Headquarters. Oh my God. They say Annie. January 2026. They say Annie. Listen, majority of the turnout is there. And they are supporting Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Listen, so when you compare Honorable Kwabena Agyapong support na koye enra no picking nomination form. I don't know sir, but the public my that comparison na mamia. Jemfa Kwabena Agyapong support no. Na yam pick Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so dia na clear difference no between Honorable Kwabena Agyapong and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Majority of the difference and vast difference between these particular two candidates. It is telling you that currently as you speak, Honorable Kwabena Agyapong is not on the same level as compared to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But maybe I can't say media actual. According to some of the projection also between this particular presidential candidate, per the grassroots information and per the projection, Kwabena Agyapong is leading by 51.16%. Whilst Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is also in the second part, and also it go into close to about 49.26%. Charlie, it is very hot. Very, 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 very hot presidential race, and per the projection. Now, this projection was done last month. This month projection, and also by and also no, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is also leading. But a media house be so conducting investigations, conducting the projection. Insurance also conducting more projection when it comes the presidential race coming 2026 January in the NPP. On also conducting almost projection, no. Honorable Kennedy Japan is also leading with that particular projection. So the grassroots, it shows that the grassroots is actually going all out for Honorable Kennedy Japan. I'm not saying it for fact, but it's the reality on the ground. And per the projection, Bawumia is leading 3 projection. Bawumia is leading 1, 2. Kennedy Japan is leading the 2. So 3 projection. Kennedy LED 2, and then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia LED Bako. So it's 2-1. Okay, footballer. Kennedy Japan 2, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 1. Period. Nigga, period. Now, young contemporary Indian commander mefa Jumedi in the NC. You are live on YouTube, live on Tofiakwa TV on YouTube, live on Time TV on YouTube. On Facebook is Tofiakwa TV. On Facebook, it's Tofiakwa TV. Charlie, around the bar. You're not but in a prayer. See, Makacho say, in Komobi Wano Mayana Edin Semedi, Metina and Medi Diatro. Because, and then no, Makacho is the population that we have in our country. Jana Brantipa Edin say Ubenya population basically within our country. But most of them are unemployed. It's very, very sad within our country. If maybe no more ya my Ghana muno. If you might want a thing at the amomo. So going into the health sector, close to about 96,000 nurses. Yintimi a more permanent job or mutifi since 2019. That batch in that certificate. It tells you say nurse and as a health sector puno I get in the government. Every year, Nipa graduating from the public universities is close to 12,000. And it tells you say or minor unemployment rate will come on another. And or maybe I say be ni mebunu and I say the foundation of the population youth no. It is mostly perturbed as youthful population. Some minor say a youthful population. That's say a mebunu no do one or minimum any human nya. Definitely, Jana Yama din demand mebunu no. Oh minimum. So maybe it's a sign. The only thing that a year disadvantage to the is when the military people will also understand say the certain government is not doing the right thing to make the lives and to make lives comfortable within the country. So they will overthrow the government, the certain government, through the use of gun. So national conspire, not almost target coup d'etat or mining. That is what a bit makoso when a youthful population in the country, majority of them are unemployed. It weakens me who in contemplate a situation I was very sad. I read the video now on supposedly allegedly yes or court now. These are young and vibrant people. But because of the unemployment where you chroma honeymoon, now in memory being so lazy and they don't want to find something better for themselves, they want to find the cheap way, they don't want to take the pain in life. They want to find the cheap way and the easiest way to have money for themselves. So they will kill, they will join spiritual groups, they will join occults, and they will get money from it. My main credit Baba Adams Media. Yes, Baba Adams, big ups, Charlie. Baba Adams, they copy situation also, and he was the first person to disseminate the information. Now, so all check currently on the videos na ekosona. These are in Crofono omo bese omudo omo cars eko kontompo or omudo omo cars nko na kontompo epo ano omo ko yi body diko tuma. Manfo no wo hono hu se there be in Crofoi ebe cars no more ban according to the story no na kontompo fo ni nim se e be a politician bi na e ba kromo aba be ye campaign. Oh, the unity voice number.
Yes, stop one. I was sending one. Why they was share a telephone? One year was a telephone. No, somebody did. According to Sembisane, you said, "To my man, answer for Pediala. It's right now. It's here. You're changing. One uncle over putting a wide. Baba Bakasa.
The Kuna would do the fit there or any partner.
And I'm Fido and Impa. It's dominant soon, because so it's in San Noble Beach, and you to know about Bayan at us. I said, I'm here, or the we are the Kuna San of our
So, we are.
Yes, it's the Kuna, young problem. I have to we are the Kuna San. When you are on quick.
Rashid. Oh, Rashid. But try them one to be at now. You enjoy more information about this incident now or for the Wahani.
Yenim na de benti oye musuna ho wa be yi wa ha wala botu kunu se ya kada ye kai musiri sisia o de musuba ba kan mai no yenim ajo wo ma me won be mu ma enti ya suma akonfom de won ko no ko fra boso no na won hwa de ko wo mu na won hwa manza ye botum ya yansana so de ye ya ye yi ko go tell me enti won ya botan na akonfuru wonya ho adwuma woyɛ adwuma ni wia ntina akonfuru ni wama politifo de wofonko gum na nyame yɛ adum na akonfuru wo ho adwuma amande wo kyerɛ ma yɛturi amande na ma ɔde osi biara obeso ho anyim ntia vɛso wonya botan kana osuo no wayɛ abaita kan wayɛ abaita eti yɛsɛm pii wɔma kwan na abamba fanko police station sekani he ya no de ko ye wie kasa ni na aka ni na ye be ko na ya hwe anamo de tuma so de ba nti ebe se ho obi anya botar obi amana contention kasa mo na wasu na tano ya mo tano ron sa no shi ya sa mo ka ada kani sare na wo polisin ya san wo ne kani oda kani si ansa na wo polisin na ewie na mom ye wo surwe obi agodo ties ni we agodo ties ties no dojo and for first your dojo because first am ka dey give me this mo this is na usufura no obi dey go to mo ka man why obi po to ba mi wa ka na nya ko ni oh yeah we can there we now go to when you go to the Canada police station what do you hear bibia what you for another room that's no one you one that's no one I'll do
assembly them na enter Carlos police constable I na ka say yes because you need magana mpemfu we dey na go to moye wo for no so wa na ya we dey police ni pay then owo one more 100k one nya ona when you know mama class in so what has man na ebiani
make us and can there yasma confund there won go from abosomo na won bisa no fa mo anu me
definitely saying say omo one man no hu say cars yi ewura kronim cars na ewura ko we paired the video in cars now hu here now these are politicians car a movie 8 a Land Cruiser and a Range Rovers no is actually unmatched almost say area munim so mo politicians o mu ewura kronim ebi ombe yo mo campaign bi anasa omoba I mean omo man hina ewo in contempo ba jomo mu ya ne se kan no ejinejina ewo epona no na some few guys that 2 or 3 guys SCC free car nim na omo atwi bibie free car nim omo de ekoto eponim anasa omo de akoto eponim it also much on we the day na boys yi because omo man no omo to no epono omo koso anasa omo koso kodi omo dwuma and say omo anbisa ho nsem na so man kan ho asem a ebetima generate a lot of cares e wo kronum honom eto mu bopri nkrofo no mu so omo say e de no mo ye from ka mu e na de no mo de akoto eponim no enkoma nkrofo no ka che omo no say de mo de akoto eponim de e bola no say what bola na asa machichiri ade bi amatam amode ato emusa no e na bola de a munsi ewom na munkoyi bola no enfree eponim nkrofo nso wo e bola keke no say there bi omo nti ase eto omo say nkrofo no mo kasa ya nkomo convince wo mo na nkomo so akọ anase nkomo akokro ni but domu ya say atade a share nkrofo no as the same thing with I mean unidentified symbols be out to them omo feel say symbols na na wo atade ni mu no it was quite mystic yeah and it was quite surprising because our symbols no ejina ho edema occult for symbols and almost say who say nkrofo no also share the same and so dress in the same attire and no more no mutike ni so share the same t-shirt and the same way of dressing that there be any nkrofo yi omo ye nkrofo ase bi omo ye sakawafo anase allegedly omo ye occult for it was here the ma amanfo eba kronim anase omo ba baby a no omo to anase epo no ho so nkrofo no omo bopini omo no ehia so omo ye within split of seconds and a man for more contempo no ebopini cars no ebopini omo ebise bisa omo nsem and per the basic investigation no mo say no nkrofo no omo ye sikedru anase omo ye spiritual things a omo de nipa ene ye omo sacrifice ne ehun niema etem omo ye say nkan nkrofo ne nkomo obu omo but then penimu bi intervene ye say ye wo man hene wa ha etien fo omo nko ye man hene ho e wa hemfie ne ye nkoto to omo no ne ye hwese niema no mo beye ye no either say ebeboa oman no anase ebeyi oman itiri bone etomo de nkrofo no ko contempo ahemfie and omo de mo ko ahemfie omo hu say nkrofo no a ritualist because a ritualist omo ye sunsumu niema edi pesika yes it could be say ometime use nipa eda ye sacrifice no mo de nye sika it could be any other form of sacrifice no mo de nye sika but omo suppose say omo ye ritualist the sun intino when a nipa body no mo de akotum unidentified nipa body no mo de akotum do say handle omo edema police for but according to nkrofo no wasam no de man hene no omo say omo ye occult for na okot na omo ye no omo secret doctrine and also omo doctrine a ewo ekuo nim na doctrine ewo kuo nim say wo ye kuo member na say uwu a it is a responsibility of the occult group to take the body and give it to the deity. Omo som no and I say omo som no it is their responsibility to take the body and give it to that said deity. Eti body no mdo kotum no omo member ena ewu ena wu na wawu no enam say omo mnura nti no omo the body no to epum. That's their direction. First omo say baller after do ekoduru ahemfie no omo say omo nipa body. So two statements at a moment of time. Enti contemporary in here said there be asem way there e go some dem ma police for near do mo kotre aban kukumu no mo share say conduct investigation na the third person na omo ku no omo hu say eye omo ankasa ku no enipa anase eye obi a omo akowia na sebi omo kidnap no omo ku no e no mo de na koto apunim manfo no de contemporary mind de no mo mpese yebegya omo. They wanted immediate action. No person can you kum sankrofo na sebi. I mean, omo edi body no koto epunim no. But Chiame, that's the linguist of my hina or what contempo kronimu. Any contempo minor youth no ekasa says samre omuntimi fa emrano ensure munsem what they would do. And I say omo de aban and I say omo de nkrofo no ebekwa kotre aban kukumu. Na kasa nkrofo no ede call contempo no cars no so police for aba befa cars no ede akọ police station but omo kwa for contempo mine comfort amana be come so no be come a no metime yi body no omo yi body na fe contempo mine no and say mine hene no sorry mine comfort no etima kire say musuo na boys na be yi and say okot for na be ewo epuni mu no e de case beba omoso anasa emfa case emma omoso sansem na chairman ma timemi for ne kan. So these are some of the things that occur so our contempo over the weekends and a home video and I'm the bro no. So we are going to have a good thing and I say a follow up of that particular investigation I say of that video na a home say baby I'm watching am metnasia right here. I got Tofiakwa TV, Time TV on YouTube, and also Tofiakwa TV on Facebook. But the home sem etimi ediabro. Aha, and I'm re ebema mekwana me di jumedi in esi. Yes, is a woody agin debi brechia. Ubehe esu frau. Eti me di jumedi ni besia. Ni po bo mechi dom edin yamando go so on the real videos ni se call you know. Cause wa. A special one producer. Abrandepaya success. Yes. Obonem rani ananiti ada. Abrantia weja na no hunwi bafu sano yes oneti machine achia otimi di dwumedi no edema me kama yes Lina so ewa ha yes special Lina yes odon so ewa ha me a so me di dwumedi achia with the ball we did the brother J the maestro about 3:30 Future Sports on Future TV you bet na se ne yetimi ede an in-depth analysis good well sportainment show it's media bro or Future TV within the big brother J the maestro watching same time 11:30 betina say number another hot show was also their bro for now my crowd hwon so ye nyam watching be share